Look, man, it's 23rd. Look, let's get straight into it. So today we got another impressive video. Chris Brown is still obsessed with Karrueche and disses Quavo. Let's get straight into it. I'm surprised this is still going on. I can't lie to you, man. But let's go ahead and drop this down. Like button, sub button, let's cook. Salute to Impressive, by the way.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. Chris Brown is still hung up on his ex-girlfriend, Karrueche Tran, even though he hasn't been with her in how many years? 8 years, 9 years?
It's been a minute.
I mean, he had a whole baby on her, and they had a very toxic relationship to the point that she had to file a restraining order against him. So they broke up a long time ago. However, Chris still feels a way about Karrueche, and he feels a way that Quavo started dating her too. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but back in 2017, Chris Brown got into a scuffle with Quavo's group, the Migos, at the BET Awards, and it was allegedly over the fact that Quavo was dating Chris Brown's ex, Karrueche. And this whole drama happened 6 years ago, but Chris still seems to be in his feelings about it because recently he dropped a song on his 1111 Deluxe album called Freak, and he said, okay, now effing my old B's ain't gonna make us equal. Sipping 1942 because I don't do no Quavo. Freak B, she like Casamigos, not the Migos. So that was a shot at Quavo there. And Quavo decided to respond with his own record called Tender. And in the song, he said, you did a B wrong and now the B gone. She posted with a thug. Yeah, with a thug. Call the B phone, she won't come home. Don't beat her up. Don't beat her up. It must be the drugs. It must be the drugs. Need to cross out your plug. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, that don't beat her up line was nasty work though. Quavo, he dirty for that. Don't beat her up. Don't beat her up. Yo, that's below the belt. But I get it. Chris Brown is always salty over a girl, man. Like, I'm telling you, the worst thing you can do is crash out over a girl who don't even want to be with you. Like it's over. She moved on. She don't want to be with you. She filed a restraining order on you. That's how you know it's completely done. Nail in the car. Stick a fork in them, nigga. It's over. And then you willing to still risk your life over a girl who don't want you? Because you are essentially risking your life, because if you link up with Quavo somewhere, he don't know what it is. He don't know. He might think it's more than just rap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so you gotta. It's just not worth it. Like, bro, it's not that serious. Chris Brown, go get you a flock of other bitches somewhere else. Like, it ain't that deep. But he be really obsessed over these women, bro. It ain't. Please, it ain't that deep.
I F on that little bitty B. Yeah, she do great. Suck it. When you F on that little bitty O, yeah, she lose weight. Trust me. She used to be out on the boat and the paddle. Now she on the yacht. Trained to go when it's time to battle.
Really rapping.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We on the block. Woo! Woo! Wiping your nose with a tissue, not wiping no snot. Woo! Tell me, little bro, what's your issue? It's over a thought.
Over a thought.
You said it's bigger than that. It's big, but no, it's not. It's cause I'm digging in that. You dig? It got them hot. They got them hot. I'm giving respect-ish, but I know you not. Yo, be on my neck, yo, bish. Yo, be at the spot. Yeah. The way I'm reading these lyrics is so unserious right now. But the situation is just petty. It's so petty, and it's just embarrassing that both Chris and Quavo are fighting over a girl that they're not even with.
That's what I'm saying. That's so weird.
And it's kind of embarrassing for Karrueche because she's sitting back minding her business, and she's getting caught up in the crossfire and being called the B word and all of this stuff. So it's just petty. But Chris Brown started.
She is bad though.
He's upset because he hasn't gotten over Karrueche, even though he has moved on and created 2 children with 2 other women. He still hasn't gotten over her. And that's the root of all of this. He's still in love with Karrueche. And he's salty that Quavo was able to get her. And he will never forgive Quavo for that. Earlier this year, they were spotted together at a fashion show, and I thought things were cool between them, but Chris made it clear that he still doesn't fool with Quavo. So his grudge against him is still well and alive, and it's all because he's still hung up over Karrueche.
She not.
Hey, Quavo, get your bitch ass out here.
Back next year. Yeah. 2 seasons in a row, Crew League, you guys are champions. You know, I heard y'all call out some people last year.
Yeah, he was scared. Quavo.
Who's scared?
Quavo, bring your out of here again. I said it twice.
Second time.
Second time.
Chris Brown needs help.
Yeah, that nigga need help, bro. He be getting too obsessive. I fuck with Chris though. I like the energy, but the thing is, it's super weird. Like to me, it'll give mixed signals because if you can sit next to a nigga throughout a whole, I think they was in Paris, runway shoot, and I get it, you don't want to mess up the bag, but I'm not sitting next to a nigga that I can't stand. We gonna switch seats. DDG was right there, switch seats with DDG or put him in the middle. Like, make it work to where you ain't gotta sit, you niggas was sitting right next to each other. It doesn't get more, that's awkward. I feel like that was done on purpose, by the way. Somebody was messy. But if y'all can sit that close to each other, y'all niggas y'all not that mad at each other. You feel me? Because if my enemy's right there, it's not happening. There's no way. But y'all also walked out in the whole nine and nothing happened. Get the fuck. Y'all niggas is besties behind the scene. Y'all niggas played 2K together.
He really needs help. He needs therapy.
They're best friends.
Now let me move on. I know I'm late on this topic, but I've been wanting to talk about it. J. Cole has gotten a lot of criticism from the hip hop world after he apologized for dissing Kendrick Lamar.
Here come this nigga.
He even removed the diss track from streaming services, and people are saying that this is a weak move on his part. Now, I did talk about the whole J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake fiasco. I talked about it in one of my videos, and if you want to see a full breakdown, you can watch it. But to briefly sum up what happened, J. Cole and Drake did a song together called First Person Shooter, and they basically were bragging about how they're the best in the game. Kendrick came back at both Drake and J. Cole in the song like that, and he said, man, F the big three, it's just big me. So he basically said, y'all aren't in my league, so stop playing. Kendrick thinks he's the best, like I said before. Drake thinks he's the best, and J. Cole has been trying to prove that he's the best.
Yeah,
but
J. Cole no longer in this position to even talk about being in the top three. I fuck with J. Cole, man, but he definitely knocked himself out of this conversation. He is no longer a part of the big three, and it's just the way it is. You cannot back down. You've been talking your shit for years, saying how you're the best, or how you're the Muhammad Ali of this shit, how you're the best, and like this is your time, that you in your prime, nobody fucking with you. And as soon as, not even a real beef, nigga, as soon as shit get a little tricky, you back up. That shit crazy. I'm telling you, like that's crazy. If this was Kendrick, LA would be so mad. Like I swear to God, because LA, we don't play, nigga, we don't back down from shit. We are ultra competitive out here. There is no way. And y'all always wonder why y'all say Kendrick is not a team player. He's a team player with his team. Whoever he's with, whoever he's signed with, TDE, whatever the case may be. That's who he cool with. Everybody else can get it. That's the way we operate out here in LA, nigga. We are not finna back down from nothing. So what J. Cole did, I gave him grace in the original video, but honestly, it's a slap in the face, bro. It really is. And so all the hardcore hip-hop heads who've been waiting for this moment for over 5-10 years, waiting for this shit to happen, and the first thing you do is say it doesn't rest well in my heart because I don't know what the fuck. And I said maybe it's something personal going on in his life, but y'all niggas was literally slapboxing. It was nothing crazy. This was like a sparring match. Like nothing actually happened. That's crazy, bro. I don't know.
J. Cole realized that there's a lot that comes with being number one.
It is.
I think over the years, Cole
pressure.
has been tired of being mentioned as number three when being compared to Drake and Kendrick. He has the lyricism, but he doesn't have the same commercial success or impact as the other two. So he's always been looked at as number three, and he's been trying to fight against that, and he's been trying to prove that he's number one, and he's been claiming that he's the best. But he's not built for that number one position simply because you have to fight to keep that crown. Once you get the number one spot, the fight is not over. You have to continuously spar with your competition.
Facts.
Look at Drake, for example. He's been fighting with guys in the industry for years, and he's still fighting.
He's fighting 20
Kendrick
niggas
is
right
also
now.
Still fighting.
He's fighting
Even though
20
he
niggas.
has the accolades and the respect and the classic albums under his name, he still has to pop up and remind people who he is, because sometimes people like to forget because he doesn't drop music as often as Drake does. So he's still gonna fight to remind people that he's number one. And even though this is all a sport and it's just harmless competition, it still takes a lot of energy to be number one.
It does.
And J. Cole just doesn't have the energy. He doesn't have the energy for Kendrick. He tried to respond to Kendrick with his diss song 7 Minute Drill, and he backtracked because he realized that he has nothing to come at Kendrick with. He can't come at him as an artist or a rapper. He can't come at his personal life because he doesn't want to cross that boundary. And also, he doesn't have it in him to go that low. Also, he tried to take shots at his catalog, but that fell flat because Kendrick has classics in his catalog. So
He does.
the diss track was kind of pointless, and he definitely felt pressure to do it simply because he knows that if he's going to claim this number one spot, he has to fight for it. But J. Cole doesn't have that fight in him, and he proved that by backtracking. And it was a little disappointing because I actually wanted to see a lyrical battle between him and Kendrick. And I thought that J. Cole had an inner Hulk in him and he was ready to unleash it because it seemed like he was on fire with all of these features and his verses. It just seemed like he was ready to battle.
Yeah.
But in reality, he just doesn't have the energy.
He was
for that.
heating up too, bro.
I think he's more comfortable with the third place after realizing what
But he is no longer third place. That's the problem. Like, he's knocked out of this conversation. But imagine if you was Team J. Cole in this whole situation. You like J. Cole better than both these niggas. What is your argument now when you had these debates on who's the best? And how do you defend what he did after calling himself the Muhammad Ali of rap, which is the greatest? And how do you defend this? Jay-Z, Nas, Tupac, Biggie, none of these niggas back down. Drake is currently fighting against 20 niggas. Salute to Drake. My respect for him went up tenfold. He is not backing down. He just shot at Kendrick, Rick Ross, all these niggas, bro. Metro, Future, ASAP, Weeknd. He shot back at all of them. And that to me shows that, like, nigga, I'm not scared of none of you niggas. And I respect that. Cole over here, he just want to be friends with everybody. And you can't be number one and be friends with everybody. It doesn't work that way. When you're number one, people want your spot. Hip-hop is about competition. If you want to be friends, nigga, go do alternative pop. Like, go do some shit like that with them white boys. This over here, we some real niggas over here. We trying to kill each other over here. Fuck what you talking about. Lyrically, not physically. We trying to lyrically kill you on the track. So, yeah.
Comes with fighting for the first place. The truth of the matter is there really is no rest when you're trying to be the best. So he ended up apologizing to Kendrick for dissing him, and he also removed the diss track from streaming services. And this is the reason he gave for doing that.
In my spirit of trying to like get this music out, I ain't gonna
This
lie
shit
to
got
y'all.
me so heated, bro.
I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like jab my nigga back and I try to keep it friendly. But at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness, that was the lamest, like, goofiest shit. And I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, y'all are like forgiving for like the misstep and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years.
So J. Cole pretty much threw in the towel, and people are mad at it. But I do appreciate the fact that he's honest with himself and he realizes that he doesn't want the crown that badly. He doesn't want to go against somebody that he respects just for people to claim that he's the best. And God forbid, if something were to happen to Kendrick, J. Cole would regret it. He would lose sleep over it. So I'm glad that he spoke his true mind, and hopefully Kendrick does receive it. Now, I don't think Kendrick is going to let him off that easy. I definitely think he's going to get his lick back. But after all of this blows over, I do hope he and Cole can come together and do a song, because If they're not gonna battle it out, at least do another song together for the culture.
They will.
That would be amazing.
They're gonna
But
link up
anyway,
again.
tell me what y'all think about this video down below. Please
Impressive.
like,
That was a great job. I love when you was rapping. You did phenomenal. Yeah, man. Salute to all this, man. Chris Brown and Quavo situation. I gotta move on, man. Y'all both not with the girl. It's really cringy, and it's never that deep, bro. It's just vagina, my nigga. Like, yo, I'm telling you, I've never understood why men will fight over something like fighting over a girl who don't want none of you niggas is crazy. I understand you fighting for your girl, like on some slick shit, you know what I mean? But crashing out over a girl who don't want none of y'all, and she just sitting at home with her new nigga, is outrageous work. That to me is just it's incredible. Especially, I don't understand, you know, but it is weird though. The whole Hollywood industry, the industry that we live in, I mean, the industry that's out there is weird. They share the same women, which is weird. I think it's like some ego shit, like, hey, was his dick bigger than mine type vibe. Other than that, I don't understand why these niggas say they share the same girls. India Love, Selena Powell. Selena Powell getting passed around. And the thing is, Selena Powell getting passed around, and you know she about to expose you. Like, that's the weirdest shit ever. And then she can't even get head right. I seen her video of her giving head. Her head is trash. I'm like, so wait, y'all smashing her? Her head is trash? Why y'all smashing? Her head is horrible. Anyway, yeah, stop sharing girls, bro. That shit is weird. That shit is weird. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit is weird as fuck. And the whole J. Cole thing, whatever works for you, my guy. Whatever works for you. Like button, sub button. I'm gonna see you boys soon. Kingston, Majesty. Hey.